Well, welcome back. I'm John, this is Kevin, and today we are looking at a new belt sander from DeWalt.
From DeWalt's.
DeWalt.
DeWalt's, yep.
The specific one we got was tool only. That's why we have a battery in the hand already. And we were just looking at some different pricing, $329 bare tool.
To $349 bare tool.
To $247.99.
Well, that was
tool that might not be in the box anymore.
That was Amazon, and that was with discount, and I don't know if that was the price that was advertised during Amazon deal days or whatever they call that stuff, Prime. However, it's going to be in that $300 to $350 range, I'm guessing. Bare tool, and then I just looked up, if you're not on the DeWalt platform, the 20 volt platform, you're probably looking at about $199 for a charger and a 5 amp hour battery. So
for the bigger XR.
Yeah, not the 8 amp hour or bigger, then you're going to pay a little bit more. But regardless, that's kind of where we're at. Price point on this. I'm curious. This is one of those tools that I think we're going to have to, as you were indicating to me earlier today, have belt sander races to see really kind of how long these things last. But this is a tool I got to imagine that's going to suck the life out of a battery. But
because that's what
they've surprised me before.
You could probably put those smaller 2 amp hour batteries on them, but it's just going to drain it so quick.
And it kind of depends on what you're doing, right? Are you a floor finisher? Might want to stick with the cord. I don't know. So let's open up the box. I did cut it already. Yeah. So, the belt.
Comes with a belt, that'll be nice.
More packaging. Dust collection. Oh, it comes with a bag. Logo bag.
Belt is a 3x21.
So that's kind of a standard kind of common deal, yeah.
80 grit.
So it got arrows on her?
It's got arrows, so in theory, go like that, right?
Yep.
Got a little memory in that belt, but that's okay. We will soon wear that off.
So looks like variable speed. Does look like it's got a little tracking knob on the underneath the motor there. This is your tensioner. That's just like any other belt sander. If you're basically you flip that lever open, it releases the tension and easy. It looked pretty easy, quick and easy to change there. So your dust collection bag doohickey.
1 to 5 on the variable speed. I assume we'll just run it at 5.
Yeah. Well, I get it. You loaded up this block of wood. I knew you were excited about this, so.
Okay.
A little too far.
You like it a little?
Well, you're eating
yeah. Sorry, I'm not.
You're eating your belt.
Well, am I going the wrong way? Woo! I was not paying. I'm glad you said something. I was not paying attention. Well, that's just good, clean fun.
Yeah. How's she going? Nope.
3 bars.
3 bars still?
I was thinking. Still 3 bars.
Well, I was just reading the manual, especially the safety stuff, because you know I like to read the safety stuff. They
Anything
really, they've mentioned don't sand lead-based paint 7 times, so I'm really sure that they're really serious about that.
The lead-based paint.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Seems to be tracking now. It doesn't. Seems like that roller. Should be wearing your respirator, but. Either the battery's lying or no.
Is the motor hot at all?
Yeah, that is one of the safety features. Joking aside from the lead-based paint, but it says it's something to not use for long periods of time, which I think that's true with all belt sanders. I mean, their motors seem to take the most abuse as far as heat buildup, and I mean, you're basically resisting the motor to the maximum power.
You're just running it wide open.
Right.
So, comfortable to use though, comfortable handles.
Yeah, absolutely.
This, I don't know.
It's a little weird.
This is a little, yeah.
And I mean, I appreciate this is off to the side, but I
almost
honestly
want it to return.
Well,
you want to hook it up?
Well, I just think to me, I would be more likely to do this since it's straight out the back. You know, you're like,
Yeah.
I mean, you are fighting a hose now, but.
Well, here, let's turn it on.
Yeah, that works really good. The extraction does too, but so does the sander. I mean, like I said, it's comfortable to use.
And I'm thinking about this, the startup too. Nice soft start. You know, I'm thinking of the old ones where it's,
Yeah. Yeah, you better have your feet planted firmly on the
Well,
ground.
yeah, you almost don't want it anywhere near the workpiece because it's just going to
Yeah,
jump and sputter, and
and take you with it.
so
Yeah.
pretty. Supposedly there's something in here. We just have it on a shop vac, but there's something where it is Bluetooth compatible, or so like if you had a DeWalt dust extractor, it would turn on
Okay.
automatically. I'm wondering
So
if that's what some of this stuff is. Right there. The box seemed to say something about like, you know, it'll connect automatically. Looks like a little chain link. So we don't have the ability to test that, but evidently it exists.
well,
Oh, that's just a nice little.
we just need to get our hands on a dust extractor from DeWalt then, I guess.
Correct.
All right. Well, so we've only been running it for 5 minutes or so. And obviously, has not phased the battery.
Nope. Not at all.
So I would guess this would take some time to wear that out. Now, we are using an 8 amp hour
Yeah.
battery, but
Even with that, pretty good balance. You know,
yeah.
good feel.
All right. Well, should we use it in the shop for a while?
Let's use it in the shop. I want to put it, tell Brian this is his new random orbit sander. And
You might like this, actually.
that's the scary part. That's the scary part.
I think we're going to have to get him some 120 and 150 grit belts, though.
He will request a second battery
Yes, yes, he will.
to keep up.
Yeah.
And we're back.
And we're back, yeah.
And we're back.
So we've got the cordless, although it is attached to a hose,
There, now it's cordless
but
again.
cordless belt sander. Thoughts, John?
Well, I think we both have fun using this little guy.
Yeah.
First thing I learned was try to run it with as big a battery as you can because it is drawing. And I think over there, I have a sample. I have a lot of these little 2 amp batteries upstairs that I use on my drill drivers. What do I also have? Plunge router, biscuit joiner.
Trim router.
The biscuit joiner soaks it up, but this will suck that dry and in no time at all, and it's actually like hot to the touch.
Yeah.
So it'll much better performance. This is the 8 amp hour. You know, I'm seeing a lot of 5 and 6
Right.
use as well.
Yeah.
But this lasted. The 8 lasted us a long time.
Yeah.
We messed around quite a bit before that thing was depleted.
Yeah, I don't think you're
So-
gonna refinish your floors in the guest bedroom with one battery, but it has the bigger battery does last a good long time. Which, with all the cordless tools, this is probably the one that is the most amp hungry
Yeah.
as you can get. I
You
mean,
just turn it on and it's just drawing.
and you are basically trying to stall the motor with a 3-inch wide by 8-inch surface, and especially with running 100 grit sandpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working hard, but I have been impressed too. And I said the one thing to me, you had it hooked up to the dust collection, but I will tell you, I used this to sand a bunch of MDF, some boxes I had put together for my niece that she was painting, blah, 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 but I didn't hook it up to dust collection, but that actually did work remarkably well to capture that dust, and we know MDF is not friendly.
Yeah.
And but no, I mean, that was one of the things about that, because these boxes were large, awkward, and not having to have the hose or the cord was definitely a plus. And we've kind of talked about the cordless sanders. We've been working with some kind of other cordless sanders, And they do have their spot. I know it's hard for you and I to kind of get past that.
Yeah.
We have our favorites, but my thing is if you can disconnect the cord, then you might, if you can disconnect the hose too, then you are truly cordless.
Yeah, it gives you options.
Yeah.
It
But
really does.
no, plenty of power. Everything about this machine. One of the other things too, I noticed when we put the new belt on this, the belt adjustment on this is really easy. A lot of these are like this, where they've just got a tensioner here. It's easy to get it tuned in. That was the controls for that.
If you're
were
paying
nice.
attention to.
Yeah.
If to.
You do have to pay attention, but they do work really well. It is variable speed, although I'm still not sure what variable speed on a belt sander really does for you. But
Yeah, the only other thing that I did, and this isn't a good example because I didn't fill it because we ran out of epoxy. I was doing some epoxy fill stuff, and I was using this to knock it down. And I played around a little bit with slowing it down, speeding it up, and it all worked.
And
now,
do you also want to talk about your experience with electricity?
That just happened to me right here. So you have these globs of plastic, and I had it was the size up hose from this. So this particular hose that we're using here, it does great, but it fits inside. So the next size up was going over the top, and I was getting a lot of static electricity. Yeah. And I actually, just doing this, I got that hose, that's a fine hose, and the other was a Festool hose. Got that to discharge just a little bit. But after a while, it starts feeling good.
And those aches and pains you've been having, the electroshock therapy has really paid off.
They suddenly
They're
they
a
go
very,
away.
very small shock, and I don't know if it's because of not having a cord to basically ground.
Yeah, and our shops are so dry,
Yeah.
and it was just one of those where.
Not a knock. I was experiencing the same thing on the MDF without a hose, just the bare tool, and it was not that big a deal,
Yeah.
but it does do it.
And the only other thing, because when I used the big hose, it did kind of weigh down the left-hand side, so I found myself, fighting that a little bit to get it to lay flat, if you will. But it's one of those things.
Right. Well, you
got to collect it somehow.
Yes. So, bottom line, I mean, if you're on this platform, this DeWalt platform, the 20-volt platform, and you're kind of moving towards pulling the cord in your shop or at the job site, this tool is awesome. And I mean, especially if you've got a couple 8-hour or 8 amp hour batteries, you're going to be able to charge that second battery while you're using this tool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no problem at all. So, yeah, if I was on DeWalt platform, it would be something that I think I would add to my collection. We've probably all been there. I know I have. I'm going to speak for me, I guess. Is that belt sanders and cords? They do like to eat the cord. So if that's never happened to you, I'm proud of you. But it has happened to me before, and the belt sander I have at home has lots of electrical tape on that cord. So anyway.
These things happen. These things happen.
These things
So,
happen.
yeah, I guess what we're hearing is highly recommend.
Yeah, I would for sure.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Great tool, good balance. Yeah, no complaints.
Be sure to like and subscribe as well. And we never did those belt sander races.
We never did get to the belt sander races.
We'll see you in a little bit.